everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love is Blind Season 10, Episode 5. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the bell, hype up the video, and leave a comment down below. So we pick up with Kevin come on, in the pods by himself. Ha ha! I'm sorry. I did not want his behavior to be rewarded. No, you don't have a backbone. Go home and work on yourself. What the hell? What the hell was Kevin on? Oh my gosh. The man was so unserious. And you would have to raise him if you were to be married to him. You would. And that's going to be mentioned later. Yeah. I'm so glad that he was left alone in those pods. Tyler decided, this is not my husband. It's about damn time. It took you so long to come to that conclusion, but thank you. Oh, she was scaring me for a minute there, but yeah, she decided, listen, I deserve better, and so I'm gonna go home for good this time. Then we have DVO and Britney. They are doing their review. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Safe to say these two had different visions in mind for who they'd be seeing.
Just so happened that she is a woman of color. That was something that kind of surprised me. That's something I've never actually dated.
He's shorter than I thought he would be. I did not expect freckles though. Not somebody that I would probably have gone for, but I don't care. He's still handsome. He's very handsome. Those are the kind of eyes that are gonna get me pregnant.
The way Britney was sitting so far away from Devo, I was like, ooh, this is okay. Not great. She thought, because his name was Devontae and whatever else he said, I don't know, that he was going to be big black man. He black. He just not as big as she thought or as black as she thought. So she was also not trying to say she was also not trying to say what her ethnicity was. And so all this time, Devo thought she was white. And he's never dated a non-white. He's never dated a non-white woman before. But he's like, love can grow. Like, it was so funny. Oh my gosh. It was so funny to watch these two, like, try to convince themselves that, like, okay, no, it's okay. Like, oh, you have freckles. Yeah, you're not white. Oh my God. Like, it's just, oh man. It was awkward. Not the most awkward, but it was definitely awkward. Can you believe, as this man is walking back, because he wanted to walk backwards so he could watch her as he's going back to his holding area. At some point, she was like, you can turn around now. I said, hey, because he wasn't about to hit anything. So I'm like, sister, did you already get the egg? Oh, no. Oh, no. So we cut back to Kevin. He's in the men's quarters, and can you believe? He's like, yeah, I was ready to leave with Tyler. I said that I had picked her, and then she left me. Like, how disrespectful. And the guys are like, yeah, you dodged a bullet. Oh, you deserve better. Oh, blah, blah, blah. What else was said? It's not your fault that you love two women. Oh, my gosh. So Kevin is like, you know what? I feel bad for Kia because now Kia is going to feel like second place. Oh, you don't know Kia. One thing about Kia, that girl don't give a damn, okay? She don't give a damn. She came for the plot and the plot plotted, all right? And then she left. So he's going into the pods being like, she was the first of the first. Meanwhile, you told another girl that you wanted to, okay. he's like, she was the first of the first, and I don't want her to feel like she is like a backup option or anything like that. Kia was like, let me save you some time. I'ma head out. Best of luck.
Kevin, I have love for you. I'm not falling in love with you. I have to stand on business when I say that you are not the one for me. You are not ready to be anyone's husband right now. I chose me, bitches.
That was a good scream, Kev.
I heard a good scream.
Nah, that was a bad scream.
Kevin tells on himself so much, and I don't even think he realizes this, but thankfully he does this, because even Kia picked up on it and she was like, yeah, you're not you're not ready to be a husband. I feel like one day you're gonna be a good husband. Today is not that day, nor tomorrow or next month. Take some time, do some therapy. This man is like, oh, I love the fact that you don't like demand anything from me, you know, like you don't really challenge me, you don't push me to be uncomfortable, like, you know, you're just so good with the flow. And yeah, I told another girl that she should be my girlfriend, but like, I choose you. And like, I could see myself marrying you, obviously. Like, oh gosh. Oh, the way this man would just turn the cooter into the Sahara Desert. I just, like, there's nothing about Kevin right now that makes me think, wow, to get a man like that. And I'm saying that for commentary purposes, sweetie. I'm content where I'm at. I just want to make that clear. But nothing about him is like, yeah, I want one of my girls to be with a man like Kevin. Like nothing about him gives that. Thankfully, Kia is like, yeah, no, not for me. She goes on a monologue in the confessional and she's like, I have always chosen myself, so it's not a surprise that I'm choosing myself in this moment. I could see that I would have to build him, and I'm not doing that. That's not my job. And I'm so glad she said that. So many women feel like they're gonna stick with somebody because I can fix him. No, not your job. Talk to their guardian about that. That's not your job. I feel like a lot of people conflate, yeah, big word, eh? A lot of people conflate building together and raising somebody. Ain't nothing wrong with growing with your partner. Growing your partner? No, that is not your responsibility. Growing with your partner, that's expected. That's expected. If you gotta raise a man, if you gotta raise a girl, if you gotta raise a person, they not for you. Mike and Emma got engaged. Nothing about their engagement was super exciting, so we're just gonna cut to their reveal. This man is still talking about these damn hypothetical children. Honestly, I'm losing my mind when it comes to Mike and these damn kids.
I think she sees how passionate I am about having children. Biggest concern if she turns around and says she does not want kids. And I do think that see herself having children.
You do?
I do. Emma had mentioned her birthmark on her arm. To be honest, I didn't even really acknowledge it.
It's cute.
I know, right?
I'll watch you walk out.
Yeah, watch me.
Not gonna lie to you guys, I was impatiently waiting for the conversation of the scars to come up. I was. It didn't come up. He said that he didn't want to acknowledge it because they had already spoken about it. So he walked in prepared, right? So he just didn't want to bring attention to it. Fine. I still was just curious. Just not acknowledging it felt weird. Like there's this elephant in the room that we're just not going to talk about. I don't know. Anyways, I got the impression that she is very into him. I don't know if he's necessarily there yet. He also says he did not expect her to be Asian. And he too only dates white women, typically. All right. Okay. So I was going to say, I typically do not like when people don't talk about race in the pods. I know people be like, but it's Love is Blind. I don't give a damn. If marriage is on the line, we need to talk about race relations. We do. And respectfully, knowing she's Asian doesn't give you a picture of exactly what she looks like. All you know is that she's Asian. Sorry, that just triggers me. Because people will be in my comments like, but that gives away no, it doesn't. You still could not be attracted to that person. It might be different for Emma because she was raised by a white couple. I don't know if she walks in the same shoes as somebody who would have been raised by their birth parents. So I don't know. But I think that it would have been beneficial for them to talk about her race in the pods. It might not become an issue. It might not. It's just if I was in the pods, we would have to talk about the fact that I'm black. Yeah. It's now time for all the couples to go to Cabo. Or so we thought, because Vic and Christine are going to Malibu. Hold on. So 6 couples are going to Mexico. 1 couple is going to California. The show comes out and they say, oh, well, we never had the resources to send more than 6 couples to Mexico. If you never had the resources, why follow 7 couples? I'm not believing that. That's BS to me. And on top of that, too, oftentimes they don't follow this many couples because most of them couples don't make it anyways. So if you're following 7 couples, I need at least 4 marriages. At least. Because what's the point of taking us on this journey with so many people if most of them don't get married regardless? Nah, I don't like that. So some people on TikTok were like, well, these 2 both have records that are expunged. Maybe it's a passport issue. I believe it. I believe it. Because you're telling me this is season 10. Big Love is Blind is now able to license real music. And you don't have the budget to send 1 extra couple to Cabo? Please. In Mexico, there was a quick but important conversation between, who was it, Chris and Jessica? Yes, regarding politics. She says she's glad to be away from her phone because she has very strong political views and her following on Instagram does reflect that. So she's often bombarded with a lot of heavy topics on her timeline. So getting the break is great for her, right? The conversation ends there. But I ran to TikTok because I was like, I know people are talking about this. They have to be. And so people on TikTok did their search and they saw that these 2 are on opposite ends, seemingly. Based on who they follow on Instagram, they seem to be on opposite ends of the political spectrum. That is a problem. And before, because it happens all the time when we talk about politics. I'm not even talking about politics, mind you. I'm talking about the effects of having opposing political beliefs, okay? Somebody's going to come in and say, does it really matter who somebody votes for? You can marry whoever you want. Look at the state of the United States today. Look at the state of the United States today. I'm not even trying to say who's correct, who's wrong, even though if you follow me long enough, you should know where I probably would side with if I was an American. But look at the state of the states today and tell me it is not important who you vote for when you're considering marrying somebody. Okay. Another thing that's important to talk about is race relations. And here we see DVO. He is struggling with the fact that a girl named Britney is not white.
I know she's dated white, mixed, black. Nothing against who Britney is as a person. Like, maybe that wouldn't have been someone I had approached. It didn't matter what race she was on the other side of the wall to me. I was attracted to what I thought was my person.
I'm looking at this man like, you know you black, right? Like, you got the same amount of black as Britney. Can we? All that he and ha-haing in the pods, it was because he thought she was white. Don't get me wrong, he still be laughing with her in the pods and stuff, but I'm just like, it's not no more big Billy laughs. I said, oh, because she Afro-Latino? Let's move on. We then see Ashley and Alex. Again, there's not enough evidence to prove my feeling, but you guys in the comments have been saying I am right to question Alex, so maybe something happens in episode 6, I'm not sure. But this conversation, for some reason, I did not like it. I was very uncomfortable.
God damn, don't do that.
I didn't do anything.
Don't do that. I saw what you just did. Stop doing that.
Doing what?
You know exactly what you're doing to me. Yeah, you're dangerous. Dangerous. Yeah. Dangerous. Very dangerous.
If this man says dangerous one more time, I'm gonna gouge my eyes out. I feel like we got to keep an extra eye on Ashley whenever she's with him. And that's not far-fetched to say, because how many people have been in crazy situations? Renee Posh not too long ago was in a borderline abusive, if not abusive, situation with the person who she was on the show with, and they had to completely remove that whole storyline. So this is not out of the realm of possibility that Alex is insane. And honestly, I hope I'm wrong. I hope to God I'm wrong, but like, my spirit does not take to this man. It just doesn't. It doesn't. And what scares me too is Ashley is like, oh yeah, I'm a very sexual person, but like I'm super loyal as well. So I don't want to give it to somebody unless like I'm really sold on them. But it sounds like she's really sold on Alex. So she's kind of saying that she plans on having sex with him. And she's also like, I know how to keep a man. And then as they're in bed, she even calls him sir. And sir can be playful. But when you put everything in context, I'm just like, I don't know if she'd be able to pick up on the red flags in time. And that scares me. I hope to God I am wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to be right about this. I hope she waits to have sex with him. Britney is also waiting to have sex. She's somebody who's like, I'm only going to have sex with the person who I feel like is going to be my forever person. So great for her. Yeah, she's abstinent, so that's not a surprise. Somebody who's not waiting, Amber. She's like, I'm ready to jump Jordan's bones. If he's down, I'm down. And I feel like he's going to be down. But yeah, the episode ended very lovey-dovey, airy-fairy. And I'm thinking, what did the producers have up their sleeve? Because you telling me we got one more episode left and everything is just happy days? Something's going to happen in the next episode or the next batch. I just know the shoe is going to drop. I just need to know how heavy the shoe is. But as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.